Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Laverne Board of Zoning Appeals, June the 27th at 5:30 p.m. We do have a quorum. If you'd like to review the minutes from the March 28th, 2023 regular meeting. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as submitted. Do I have a second?
A second.
Second. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The minutes carry. On to number 2, old business. A request for a variance to parking regulations in the Laverne zoning ordinance, property located at 703 Walden Road, tax map 29, parcel 22.02, R3 high density, zone district, owned by John M. Gilland, Living Trust. Mr. Logan, do you want to?
Sure. So this is Mission Hills. That's the name of the development. And this is a large project south of I-24. It's got single-family houses proposed and apartments, and you can see it there on the map. The green color on the zoning map is R3, high density. So you remember last month they were here for parking variance, and just because of a technicality with the voting, this item is on the agenda again this month. But just recapping, their request was to reduce the parking to 669 parking spaces. The current zoning ordinance requires 972 parking spaces. So this request was for about a reduction of a third of the required parking. So 972 reduced to 669. And I'll be glad to go over any other parts in detail if you'd like. Thank you.
Just for the board, the rest of the board here, they're still doing some review and trying to work some things out from what I've been told, but obviously this is a tidy-up item for us, it's been old business. So with that, I'm going to make a motion to deny as submitted.
A second.
Second. Those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. On to new business. Number 3, a request for sign variance, property located at 503 New Paul Road, tax map 17, parcel 40.03, I2 heavy industrial zone district, property owned by Americo Real Estate Company. Mr. Logan, give a report, please.
So this is a request by U-Haul for their facility on New Paul Road. They've been at that location and operating for approximately 18 months. And this property is located in the architectural overlay. Applicant has identified need for more signage, and this is allowed by the current zoning ordinance for certain sites. In addition to the normal signage allowed, which is one wall sign on the building and one sign at the street, either monument or a pylon, for a total of 2 signs. So the current ordinance allows the 2 signs, but in addition to that, U-Haul is requesting at least 6 additional signs on the application. However, you'll see in a minute, if you count some of the small text and the orange waves that U-Haul has proposed, it's more like 12 signs altogether. The sign plans in the packet show the details for each of those signs, as well as the shapes and the colors. They were last here on March 28th, 2023, so about 3 months ago, but at that time they had submitted the incorrect sign package. So the request was withdrawn. There has been a sign on the property for 3 weeks, and there's been no phone calls received by staff about this request. So we'll move on to the maps. This is the property, and you can see I-24 at the top of the image. So this is, again, 503 New Paul. Zooming out, you can see, again, the property outlined in blue. And on the zoning map, you can see, except for the apartments immediately adjacent, this entire area is zoned industrial south of I-24, so a large industrial area. So moving on here to these sign plans. So you can see the signs that they're requesting. So this sign here is being requested, your storage place, and then these are the waves on either side of that sign. And then you can see going off the screen or to the right of the screen, some black text sign or black text signage advertising hitches and boxes. So that would be some more. There is a U-Haul sign also below that above the main door. And again, on some of the other elevations, there's a moving supplies sign, there's a climate controlled sign, and these would be all visible, of course, from I-24 and New Paul Road. And then on the other side of the building, you can see it here at the top left of the screen, another self-storage sign in black lettering. And then if you zoom in, I have to go back, but there is signage above these doors where you can kind of see there. They're calling this the customer storage area, so there's several signs there on the canopy that extends out from the building. As well as other signs above the cargo doors. And some of those signs have various height and just warning signs or caution signs. And I know back in, well, what's not part of this, because that was the incorrect package, but some of those interior signs that were inside the building, like the policeman and that type of thing, are not part of this submittal. So that completes the report. I'll be glad to answer any questions. Thank you.
Do I have a representative here from the applicant? If you come to the podium, raise your right hand if you would. You probably tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Please state your name and address for the record, please, sir.
Chris Harden, 3557 Asbury Lane, Murfreesboro.
So, Mr. Logan, a question for you first. So what we're looking at here is what was not approved by the Planning Commission when the building was first erected. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
And you've seen Mr. Logan's report. Do you agree with what he's saying? I mean, as far as which ones we're referring to?
The signs that were on the original one had the your storage place and the U-Haul sign above the customer entrance, as well as the black directional signs on the building, and the orange wave on top. That's just an architectural feature included in the original image plan.
So is that part of this application as variance or not? I'm just trying to decipher what we've got going here. We had the same issue before. I'm trying to figure out, you know, what the sign variance request is for, which ones.
That's when the vendor first submitted it. I think that we had hit the limit on signs because of the original packet that was submitted, and a lot of the exterior signs it's not signage, and this is actually what we're putting on the building, and this is what we had in the original imaging packet.
So, Mr. Logan,
and all the vendor was trying to do was just submit a permit to put them up, and this got hit.
okay. So I'm just trying to ascertain exactly what we're moving forward here to keep you correct as well as with the staff.
Correct.
So, Mr. Logan, on that screenshot you're looking at there, the wavy part on the top of the building there on the right side, that was not part of the Planning Commission acceptance. Would that be correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So that is part of the new request for the BOTA.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And I suppose my question for you is
The original imaging plan included everything that you see on that screen. And the signs that I had brought in.
But the Planning Commission I think maybe what U-Haul's not understanding, that the planning commission's not authorized to approve extra signage at any point. So it doesn't matter what was on your plans. It does not matter what was on the planning commission plans. This board has ultimate authority to approve anything over one wall sign and one street sign. So that's it. So there's no tacit agreement. If that wave is on a set of planning commission plans, it doesn't mean it was approved, because this body is the only one that has authority. That's how it got flagged by Ms. Bartlett.
Okay.
So just, I understand the signage with the writing on. I mean, I get that, I understand that. I'm just a little bit perplexed on this waviness at the top of the building, because some of the other buildings I've seen, I don't see them all on there, and that's why I'm asking that question. So is it consistent with the other buildings you put up around the country?
It is.
Okay. Okay. So you're obviously trying to be consistent. Okay. And then, so going on to the middle of the building there, where it says your storage place, and again you've got the wavy lines either side of the writing.
Correct.
And is that consistent with your other buildings as well?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay.
The one in Murfreesboro has the exact same design.
Board have any questions, any comments about the ones up there? I mean, it's a very large building. Number one, obviously there were some issues with the planning commission that got rectified with some colours that did get rectified. So they're just here this evening to do the signage, and so we're just trying to make it work.
Yes, sir.
Make a motion to approve their variance.
Make a motion to approve. Do you have a second?
I second.
All in favour say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries.
Thank you.
With no other business, of course, meeting adjourned.